where you put your real name and
Yeah.
the social number, and then
drops his address.
no, that's the
too.
credit card, and then the expiration date.
Yeah, yeah. The 3 magic buttons is his in-game tag.
Yeah. you just gotta put all the pieces together, and then it's a treasure hunt. I left it all in one piece.
Bowser Jr. means be like identity theft.
When you're the ones getting your identity thefted, though. They're not the ones stealing it. They're the ones putting it out there for everyone to get.
They're just that confident.
His
They'll
Twitter-
steal it back.
His Twitter is just his mom's maiden name, his first pet.
The first block he lived on, his elementary school, favorite color. Just tweets out new security answers every week.
Scavenger hunt.
Eclipse, meanwhile, sometimes plays Wolf, sometimes plays Incineroar. We don't know his government name, and that's probably for the better.
Justin, can we find the government name? Hack him.
Ah, yes. That's what Trading Tuesday was missing. Doxing people.
We could just go ask.
I mean, yes, you could. Although, I feel like you wouldn't see much success from walking up to someone asking, hey, what's your full government name, current address, zip code of said address,
no, we just need the name. We'll figure out the
number.
rest later. We'll just follow him home. Me Gunner. Oh, boy.
Okay. This is a bit of a classic Stimfly character.
It's been a hot minute since
Yeah,
I've
this
seen
is
it.
like we're talking like age-old kind of character. 1121, an interesting spread to go with. But
And we got Incineroar. All right, here he comes, the Wrestle Cat.
Wrestle Cat versus like a trained marksman. An actual gun. This will go well.
Yeah. I have all the faith in the world in Incineroar. I have all the
As
faith
you
in the
should.
world as Oh, you'll be able to hit from below the ledge. They're going to clear the ledge.
Yeah, the uppy of choice from Stimfly here is going to allow a really good close-range option, which actually does make it good for this matchup. Also, to keep into consideration that Reflector that's on board is going to allow for instant B-reversing. So we'll always have the full lift of forward air to maneuver them in the air. So Jon does have the tools necessary to navigate airspace safely against Incineroar and come back from these heavy-hitting moves. It's also worth noting with this the 1-1-2-1 spread, you get the dollar store arc fire, which in many cases isn't that great, but when in conjunction with dollar
you're
store
dead.
arm cannon, charge shot is going to be able to confirm out of that side B, which is really useful to have against a character like Incineroar, because if you make one foul move, you get revenged, and then he hurt you.
I guess the drag down into the up tilt, not enough to kill yet. Fantastic use of the up B.
There's your one foul move. There's the revenge. Here comes the hurdy.
And the back throw. Oh, no,
up throw and super dead. Right on cue, too.
Oh, yo, the mix.
And that's why you've got to be mindful with that up B. It leaves a lot to be desired by way of recovery, but
fantastic usage as the DP, able to clear situations and get kills.
Yes, sir. And that's all you need to know on the way of the specials for this particular build. Beyond that, Me Gunner is pretty bog standard. You've got a decent hit confirm move by way of neutral air. Her grab is actually pretty respectable. Nair to grab itself is a combo. Ooh. And down smash is going to clear a lot of space on landing, so Eclipse has to be mindful.
Doesn't have the jump either, but high enough and able to get back to the ledge.
Expected a high recovery, but still has the tools available to catch the neutral getup.
Jon looking better really for
good.
Jon, yeah.
Yeah.
But gotta get down to the ground and able to do so and take control of the situation and getting a lot of damage real quick to drag down, but...
Yo, if he went for the grab instead of the up smash, it would have looked super clean, but he still got a nice 44%.
Oh, the forward tilt. I like the side switch into the forward tilt. They're gonna force Eclipse off stage. Eclipse just struggling right now. This is when Me Gunner gets set up. Incineroar doesn't have too much in order to get through the wall.
By the way, that side B to neutral B has like a hit confirm window of like 30%. So Jon's chilling right now. You just keep on threatening that space and then reacting accordingly. But that wasn't the reaction. A preemptive up B out of the pressure does give up stage control from Jon. And this is a really good shot for Eclipse to take the game back as we go into the 1-1 count.
Things are scary in Incineroar, a character that just needs one or two interactions to even things up, but Jon able to have control of the situations right now. having him at the ledge. Uh-oh.
If he gets the call out with
there
up
it
B,
is.
he will win the game. Okay.
The young PK Chris off to the side there. It's like, yo, Incineroar, me gunner.
Yeah, you're kind of screwed out the gate regardless of whatever loadout Jon leads into you with Gunner against Incineroar. Just by virtue of the fact that he has good... But yeah, you're playing as a grappler with a gun versus a grappler who is lacking a gun. I will argue to the end of days that Gunner's stage presence is as threatening as it is because of how good their grab is.
I'm going to Smashville here, going to try to limit the space.
Which I think is a really good call from Eclipse.
Again with the Incineroar, so yeah, a lot smaller of a space. Platform also giving Incineroar an ability to approach.
One thing that Eclipse is going to have to be mindful of is how well he spaces down tilt and whenever he approaches with shield, because that's going to be the ticket for getting around me Gunner, especially when you consider that neutral it takes up so much space on this stage. I like so far the fact that Eclipse has been trying to space with forward air. I think that's in general just a smart pick. But you need that heavy hitting goodness.
Yeah, the drop kick, fantastic at controlling space, but doesn't do too much, especially on the weaker hit. Oh. Dash attack. Just going to catch the landing there. Fantastic air movement there from Jon. Able to get back down to the ground, but on the ledge right now. And, ooh, called out the get up attack with a fair. Going to send right back off, resetting the situation. Ooh.
All right, we're just moving around. A whole lot of buttons. But Eclipse still in charge of the situation. No down tilt to get the scoop. The timing on that going to be really tight because you need to try to not get hit by the up B.
Falling up air, not going to be enough to take it yet.
Stalls with the reflector. Really good call from Jon. Unfortunately, it's not enough to stave the pressure as Eclipse takes the first stop.
Able to block the up air, but not the up tilt. Got to get back down to the ground. Able to do so. It's scary to be up in the air against Gunner. The up air covers so much space above them.
Especially if they have ground beneath them to land on, they get that drag down. Although side beat and neutral be proving to be just as effective.
Yeah, now full stock up. We tried to call out a button with the revenge, but Stimfly was facing the wrong way also for the grab to get the punish on it.
Good jump. Unfortunately, an even better call out with revenge. Going to stave the neutral air off from doing anything.
The grab.
Big damage.
Yeah. Another grab here. Not able to do quite so yet. The next one should be able to at the ledge. Ooh, called out the recovery with the down tilt. Didn't get the follow-up, though, but that's going to do it, and now we're dead even.
Jon's got to be mindful of those neutral air dodges and spot dodges. Multiple times, Eclipse is trying to fish for a response to them and being rewarded for his observational skills.
Call it with the revenge here. Gonna get the grab. A lot of damage, dead even game now.
Yeah, that was really good maneuvering, and even by way of percent, but certainly not in the stocks, as Eclipse sets a whole stock up. This counter pick to Smashville really proving dividends for Eclipse.
Gonna get the revenge here.
Oh, no, that's a position for Eclipse to once again put us where we're in tied percentages.
Not even that, towards the ledge, threatening kill as well. Gonna get it mid-stage. Gonna live this, but yeah, the percent is racked up. Off of 2 command grabs.
My heart of hearts told me he wanted to go for a smash attack read, and he would have gotten it.
Oh,
that's the read he needs. We're going to game 3, Dylan.
Yes, we are. Now, the thing here is that there's a lot of big stages in the stage list, so...
There is. For those watching from home, note, we're running a slightly different rule set today.
Is that today? I thought that was on Friday we're doing it.
Starting today, we are adding... Oh, wait, no, that's right. It is Friday. Although I don't know if FaZe is going to honor matches that do opt to go to Hollow Bastion. We are adding Hollow Bastion properly to our stage list as we make adjustments from the Smash World Tour list. But this game 3 brings us to Battlefield.
Yes.
Which, good call. Really good call.
Oh, there's the junior.
Even better calls. We're just making good decisions. Jon Stonks going up right now.
Hofstra boys.
Always got to root for the lad. It's also we're rooting for the lad because we don't have a lot of Bowser Jr. players in general. Not just in, like...
The world.
Yeah, just... The most notable of them being Yoda Cage over in Philly. But, like...
Very few people
we have a...
the Yoda Cage.
we have a good Bowser Jr. here by way of Jon. So it is good on him to pick into his main here. I think the Gunner was serviceable, but that loadout was adapted pretty quickly by Eclipse, and that game 2 just looked phenomenal for Eclipse. Here we have a very different dynamic because Bowser Jr. has a lot of opportunity to turn these situations where it could be a potential stalemate, which Incineroar loves to find heavy reversals out of, to just being overwhelmingly a Bowser Jr. kind of game. And that's kind of what this game 3 is looking like right now.
This is Eclipse not able to really get anything going, and the cart going to send right back off stage as well. Such a commanding presence from Jon thus far. Mecha Koopa in hand, just going to chuck it down. Get a fresh one out here. I don't like this one.
It's kind of neat. I like that idea. Mecha Koopa clipped on, and because the cannonball was so slow, there was no proper reaction time on Revenge. Well, proving why Bowser Jr. is the leader of the pack for Jon. A very convincing start to game 3.
Yeah, Eclipse not really able to get anything going so far. Alright, coming in with the Nair, though, into the Darkest Lair. You're going to start racking up the percent, but not finding the big hits, just getting, like, the little ones here and there thus far. Oh, get the Revenge, though. The grab, that's not going to do it, but a lot of damage now on Jon.
Yeah, the fact that Bowser Jr. is actually one of the heavier characters in the game, like, if I recall correctly, is kind of right next to Piranha Plant in that weight class.
Yeah, decently heavy character. Dash attack, going to get the job done. There's a lot of metal in that cart.
Yeah, there's also some armor on that cart. So it's worth taking note that you don't deal as much on the cart itself in certain moves, which is a neat little tidbit for Bowser Jr.
To go for the head.
You do got to aim for the head. Morton got that big old mug. You got to swing at it. Ooh.
Able to get through the forward smash. All right, going to get the weaker hit, but just going to be able to gain control because of that.
Almost lined up perfectly into the second hit.
All right, just going to put it right back off. Mecha Koopa at the ledge here. Oh, just going to arbor through, but going to get caught by an up smash on the landing there. And now Jon once again with a bit of a lead. Not as much of a lead on the first stop, but...
that may have killed.
Yeah.
Given how far into the ledge we were.
It's hard to tell, though, with Koopa's weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like from center stage, no shot. That's killing. Like, you need one of those interactions at the ledge, although it's easier said than done for Eclipse to force interactions beneath the platform, because, as you can see from up air, beneath the platform is where Jon's going to be at the most comfortable. This character does such a good job of boxing out from center stage or from one end of the stage to the other because of the platform layout.
Look at this damage, able to armor through, but unfortunately didn't grab the ledge, going to land on the stage, and Jon's going to take that.
Yeah. I like the Gunner, but there's a reason he's known as a Bowser Jr. player.
Yeah.